Hello, dear ones. Welcome to Agnya 8, and we are here to do a quick sneak peek or a quick check as to where this energies of the connection, the twin flame, soulmate, or the strong soul-based relationship which you are in, where exactly is this? What are the energies? We have done divine masculine, we have done the overall guidance for divine feminine, and now let's check what is the energy of this connection, the collective energy of the connection. So let's see. I'll be pulling in different cards so to check as we watch it, as you are watching it, it's timeless, so it'll give you the status update of the time when you watch this reading, so you can watch it anytime. I've got the first card as the Queen of Forces, which is about balances. We'll tune in. I'll just get one more. Okay, I've got one more which popped out. I've got this as reverse, and this card specifically I do read reverse because it has messages very differently on the both sides. And let's see what is the third one. I've kept this reverse, so I will read this as reversed. Okay, now let's tune in and check what's happening as far as the current state of this connection is concerned, and do watch the respective divine masculine and feminine readings to kind of get the specific guidance and messages for yourself. So the first one which we have got is the Queen of Forces. Now if you see that there is this woman who's dressed in this robe, there is one side there is sun, the another side there is moon, this side the energy is pretty much dark, and this side is the light or the warmth and the sun energy. This is she's standing on the on a river or a water body, talking about the emotions. Now here this talks about the right set of balance. So there is the balance which is getting established in this connection, because it is like the masculine and the feminine energies getting balanced together. And this is also about the sun is, the fire of the sun is about the creativity, and moon is about the receptive energy, or the the receptiveness of the entire thing. And this is all about the emotions at the water, or the elementals. Now here the elementals are playing a very, very big role. The main and the core message is that there are things which are established or getting balanced. It's the time for great balance for sure, and it's a yin and yang energy which is establishing and coming together. So this connection, the collective energy of this connection is that things are coming into balance. And that could also be the time wherein there is, you would see, because this has come reverse, this says summer and winter. The up on the top one is summer, and this is the winter here. And as you can see, the winter time, everything is frozen, everything is it is the kind of oh, what happened? I thought it stopped recording because that happened with divine feminine reading. I'm just kind of being a little cautious. So here we have this time for inactivity, or it's like kind of freezing moments, and everything is fine. There is nothing wrong in anything. And this is about the time, or the moments which are frozen. So there is, to establish this balance, there is the time of, currently this is the time of inactivity, or there is a possibility. So there could be different groups who are tuning into this reading. You could be in union, you could be in separation, or the situation could be kind of complicated. Either ways, I'm sensing there is a kind of disconnect, or there is a sense of a kind of a separation, which is what you guys in the connection might be facing. But At the connection energy, there is a lot which is frozen, and when the things are frozen, that doesn't mean it's dead. Things, weathers do change, and the weather changes, and the new seasons come forth and brings forth the different energy. But this time, the balance is of the importance, and that's what is happening. Now, if you see this two of world or two worlds or two of scroll card, and if you tune into this position, I'll just kind of give you a little kind of close up to when I would want you to pick up your messages. And this has come in reverse. This person is looking at the fireplace, and if you look at things, there's this window, and there is this kind of a garden kind of a stuff which is outside there. But this person is not looking outside but at the fireplace. It is neither dark nor full day kind of a situation. Outside there is still though light, but inside it gets darker, and outside it gets darker later. So you might be this is a situation that one of the situation might be feeling little dark if you are in a connection, because of this disconnection at this point in time, or as you're watching this situation might feel darker inside. But if you look outside, it's not all that dark. And I'm sorry for this noise, this construction work going on. And if you see, there is this the stuff which is lined up here. There is a table which is well lit, and there is this yarning material which is being kept. So this person is working on the stuff. This person is kind of spinning something, creating something, and that is what is happening. But there is a creation happening. There is a things are turning, but it may not be at the conscious level. It may not be very visible at this point in time. And that is what two worlds, it might look like two worlds, two separate worlds, inside and outside. But that's not really. It's about the dark and light coming in balance, and the yin and yang coming into the balance. You may not be conscious of this. Many of it, you may not be conscious of this. Or if you tap into your deep sense of knowing, you might see many of these messages unfold very clearly to you. That it is not the end. It is the different cycles which are playing in here. Now let's add on another layer and see what is happening. Let me keep this deck there. Okay, let's see. Let me get another deck. Okay, so we'll add another layer. In this deck, I will not be reading reversals. I don't read reversals on this one. So let's see what is coming forth. Okay, the first card which we got is Deception and Envy. You can see it's number 7. Now with the first message which I'm getting out here, and we'll get more messages, this is the Queen of Forces with the balance coming in. Even if there was the energy of the deception and envy, which might be there for in the past, or you might be sensing it right now, but all that energy is coming into the balance, because this is the core. The Queen of Forces is the core of here, and that energy is also coming to the balance. 7 is, anyways, I consider that number to be a very spiritual number, and all that there was a reason that there was this energy which kind of, or it could be of deception and energy, because there ought to be the balance. There had to come another layer of balance, and that's why it was important for that energy also to exist. There is nothing really without a reason, and there is everything for a reason. So even this energy of the deception and envy was for a reason, and now even that one is coming into the balance, because once you've experienced something is when you can identify the differences between different energies. I was talking to not a twin flame, but I was talking to somebody, one of the clients, and the person could not even very clearly see that there were two people involved, and whether the clarity whether this person loves one or two or no. I'm saying that clarity, the experience gives you that clarity, and experience kind of tells you the what's what. So once you experience the deception and envy, and when it changes and when it shifts, you will know for sure what's what. And there is this reward and recognition which is coming forth. Number 3, and this trapped in fear. This is coming very prominently. I think it did come for masculine reading as well. Now 7, 3, 8. Now this is about this, that's why it feels dark, but these are like, these are not real. These are fears which are not real. But then this is what, there is a reward which is coming forth. There is a recognition for all that work which is happening. In spite of the fact that it's frozen, there are trees which are still growing, and there is life underneath. And when this kind of season changes for the connection, there is this recognition is coming that yes, this means a lot. This is a reward in itself, and that's what this connection energies are collectively at this point in time. But there is also this. See, understand that there are 2 waves. There is undercurrent. There is the higher level manifestations. There are these undercurrents which are also playing. There are physical realities, and I do not want to call it 3D, 5D, because we can be 5D while we are in the 3D. Or what I mean is that physical and non-physical is so merged together. The spirit and physical is all merged together, and we are multidimensional beings, so we can be in different. While in this physical world, also we can experience different dimensions. Now here, when I'm talking about this entire trapped in fear kind of an energy, because as I said, it feels a little dark, and it's pretty much I'm just kind of turning it there. See the light outside and the light in here, and that's the kind of, but this person in both the situation, this person is not looking at the light, towards the light. Even I would say this is a light, but that sunlight or the outside light is anytime way bigger than this fireplace. And this person is definitely not looking at the light, and rather being kind of lost or engrossed in the fears which are very fearful, and kind of making this person or this connection, because we are kind of talking about the connection energies here. Even if either of the person or both of you are trapped in fear, it may put a halt, or it may kind of shift the energy for the overall connection. So that is getting worked on. The fears are getting worked on, because so that the light can be seen, because there is definitely the rewards and recognition which are very much part of the connection. There is a recognition which is coming in. Both the parties, both the people, both the counterparts recognize that this is really worth it. This really means a great deal. And however, there are still fears which we can't deny, and that is getting worked on as well, irrespective whether you are in union, connection, or separation, or if it's complicated in any way. There are fears, but these are self-fulfilling prophecies. It's a self-trapped person being kind of kept hostage to these fears, and it is very imperative that these fears needs to be faced, and this person needs to kind of get up and walk so that the journey can continue. There are times when people get this get misguided by these comfort they get, because they don't know, they can't see the path, and they find comfort in being there wherever they are, and then the journey is kind of halted. But we are in a free will choices. We always can make a choice. Divine is working with the trapped in fear, and so that the fears can be overcome and recognition and deception energy can go away. But we all have the free will choices. Either party can choose whatever they want to choose. So, but then divine is never doesn't give up and keeps working. And now let's see, we'll add another layer. I'll just add this here. Let's get the angel answers. Let's see what message they want to add up onto this as far as this is concerned. Okay, the first one which we have got is let go. So let go the deception and the envy energy, so that the balance can come in. So either you might be, and that is what divine is working, because this is a collective energy. This is not the guidance specifically for the person who's watching the reading, because for that you can watch the masculine or the feminine reading. This is about getting what the divine is doing as far as this connection is concerned. So divine is ensuring that there is this there are these energies which can be shifted, which can be lifted, deception, envy, and these lower vibrating energies. So there is this sense of rising above, and there is a sense of balance which can be established, and then this comes as big happy changes. And this row is coming up that there are divine is working so that these big happy changes can come forth, and this is coming with the reward and recognition as well. So this row is kind of pretty much talking about the potential of this this whole connection, and how these big happy changes are something which divine is working as far as this connection is concerned, and wants to bring forth those things, and which is kind of working with both the parties and both the counterparts to see that they recognize the importance and to understand that there are these big happy changes which are the reality. It is not the fantasy world, this is a reality. And yes, the answer is yes, that this is going to be this definitely, the answer is yes, that yes, this is a big happy changes, that's a reality. But these trapped in fear energies also need to be lifted, and as you can see that card and this one, it's about the balance, the same pretty one, the same let me kind of get that out here. If you look at the energies of both the cards, it's so pretty much same. There's one side is the sun, the other side is the moon. There is this balance which is getting established, and that is the yes, there is the balance coming forth. Yes, there is this reward and recognition. Yes, to even though there are these fear-based energies and deception and all that, but that is getting worked upon. Divine is saying that yes, I have my eye on each and everything. I have your back. So I am supporting this connection. I am supporting and bringing in balance to all of us, and this is what is happening as you are watching this reading. You may not be conscious of this. It may not be on the surface. It may be pretty much behind the veils, but this is what is happening. I'll add another layer to this and see what is happening. Okay, the first one which comes is Knight of Air. See, and brilliance, impartial, professional, diplomatic. Knight of Air is the one who holds this sword of truth and speak their mind with confidence, and there is this balance of mental and emotional considerations. So that's the King of Air, and that's what Divine is working to see, that both the parties can be equally at that place wherein they can speak freely, wherein they can communicate without fear. They can express their emotions the way it ought to be, and that's the right set of balance, and that is getting worked because it's all coming with a balance, isn't it? Now let's see what is coming forth for the big happy changes. Five of Forces, reward and recognition. What is there? Okay. Yes, Two of Earth. It is again see, as I was saying, that the free will choices is pretty much there and Divine is aware of it, but still whatever one chooses is the thing. There is a possibility that actually there is so much going on behind the veils that it may not be it may not be very evident at this point in time to what, because right now, as this first card depicts, this is the kind of base wherein everything was frozen, everything looks freezing, but this angel is working and holding this, and you can see how beautifully they kind of have two pentacles up there lifting it up. It's like the divine number 8 and as above so below, and this divine with beautiful energies kind of lifting two people, two individuals, and kind of ensuring that there are these big happy changes which are coming and will drive things so that the decisions can be made, and a playful approach can be kind of taken as well. And that is what is happening while things looks pretty frozen at the base, or at the at the physical reality. 8 of water, yes. So there are trapped in fear, number 8, and there is this another number 8 which comes forth here, which is 8 of water. Now there is this divine is working. I'm just going to read this out. A desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. Yes, that is what divine wants, because for the connection there needs to be these fears definitely ought to go, because there is light, so that this whatever is not serving, of course these fears are not serving, so these fears are being kind of worked upon, so that the counterparts can realize that it's not serving them anymore, it's blocking their spiritual and emotional growth, and they will be pushed to search for something more meaningful, and that search will bring forth and they know where they kind of feel fulfilled and happy and etc., though all that lies within. But there is this, the trapped fear cannot even allow you, or let you go deep within to understand and work. So this is getting worked, and whatever is not serving, divine is saying that ensuring that things are looking up, and things are being left behind if it is not meant for growth or success. So fear definitely is a block there, and that needs to be released. I'll add some cards from Archangel Michael. Let's see, what is that? Out of the blue, I was getting this song. It's an Hindi song, so I'm not sure if but I'll see if I need to put that. So I've got 2 cards here. The one I will take, forgiving and learning. That's the thing which is getting worked upon. Then there is past life relationship. You have known each other before, and that is what the recognition is coming forth, and that is what recognition is coming specifically when there is this frozen moment, and this recognition will bring forth the happy changes, because divine is constantly working on it. And there is this forgiving and learning which is happening, because this needs to let go. There is this deception and envy energy probably, and some low vibrating, if not specifically for the deception and envy. And that there is this need for forgiveness. There is this need for forgive each other, forgive yourself if you have caused hurt to yourself, because nobody else causes hurt to us, but we ourselves cause hurt to ourselves. That's a deep one, how it works, etc. I'm sure you can understand at this point in time. We have the control on our emotions. So if you're allowing the hurt to happen, it's us, right? But we can still forgive and move on. And forgive all those, forgive yourself, forgive your counterpart, and forgive anybody else if you had that deception or envy energy anytime in the past. And even if you don't know any of it, you would have had something in the past life, some which is about this deception energy. So I would recommend, I actually tell a lot of my people who come for the personal reads and as a life coach, when they come to me, I tell them to work on this forgiveness a lot, and there are certain methods which I give them which helps them to move. So look for what works for you, what method works for you as far as forgiveness is concerned. And you ought to also pay attention to your dreams. There might be, if many of you are getting those fearful dreams, you need to get in and dive in to the dreams and check it. Otherwise, there are a lot of messaging which divine is trying to work through dreams, so that these fears can be released, and there is letting go of all that which is not serving. A lot of messaging is happening through dreams with the counterpart. So pay attention to your dreams. That's very, very, very important. Now let me check what is the messages from this heart deck which is coming for. Okay, I've got this one here. Let me get one more, two more actually. Okay, I've got this one here, third one. Okay, I've got this got upturned, but I will keep it like that so that you can actually absorb the beautiful imagery and get your individual messages as well out there. Now here we have look inside yourself, and I think that is so wonderful, and examine what is causing you feel this way, and that is where you need to start the forgiveness and move on with things, because you have to kind of understand what's happening. If there is deception in energy, is there envy, is there any low vibrational, forgive, move on. But looking inside is definitely very, very important. And let's see what is coming forth in this one. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow you can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in, because even if it's the frozen moments, even if these are the frozen times for many of you, there is still this you can tune in and find that yes, you deserve happiness and you deserve to be in a state of joy as well, and choose and make that choice. And let's see what comes in here. It says new beginning, a new adventure awaits, embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So that is getting worked on, okay? Now if you pick on messages, what is getting worked on is at the connection level, both the counterparts are also being pushed to look inside and work on forgiveness. There is also, they're kind of pushed to see that happiness means a lot. They need to realize that where their happiness lies, what they need to choose, and kind of make a commitment to happiness. And there are new beginnings, new adventures are being worked by the divine so that things can come forth. Now I will just pull one card here and see from one flower card as a closing message as to what's happening. As a closing message. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I got this one. Yes, it says we have the orchids here, and it says reach for the stars. And divine is kind of making both counterparts realize that they deserve the best and they need to reach the stars. And that's what the message it says. Focus. Okay. You deserve only the best, and this is all you should focus your attention on, and that is what divine is bringing their attention on, so that they reach for the stars. Don't settle in for the mediocrity, like trapped in fears and deception and envy. This is not what it is. Reward and recognition, big happy changes, this is what they deserve, and this is what divine wants it. So bringing in new beginnings and making the adventures line up so that life can be fun and frolic and can move on in a way, the way it's desired, not in any other way. All right, so this is it for now, dear one. So this is it. To subscribe to the channel if you not already have, that helps, and do hit the like button if you like what I do. And I'm open for private readings, so you can write to agna8@gmail.com and we can pick it up from there. Thank you so much for all your support. I so appreciate it. And a big shout out to all the subscribers. Thank you, and thank you. So this is it for now. So stay tuned in for the next. So stay blessed and be happy.